Hello friends, this video on force and pressure part 1 is brought to you by V-Guide Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss about force. What is a force? A force is a push or pull. What is called that? See, in our day-to-day life, we may do many tasks like picking, opening, shutting, kicking, hitting, lifting, flicking, pushing, pulling. Like that, a lot of tasks we are doing. These all the tasks we need force. So force means we need in our day-to-day life in different process. If you want to do anything, you want to open a door, you want to close a door, you want to lift a bucket, you want to pull something, for everything you have to apply the force. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about that. See, we know that the mass is measured in kg, means kilogram. If you want to buy something, like we want to buy some sugar, we will express that in kg, kilogram. Same like the force can be measured in terms of a unit called Newton, in favor of a scientist called Isaac Newton. SI unit of force, that means System International Unit or Standard Unit of Force, is Newton, N. See, what is meant by a force? For example, I am taking two examples here. Two girls pushing or pulling each other. Assume that two girls are pulling or pushing each other. So if the two girls are pulling each other, one girl is giving a force on another girl, or one girl is interacting with another girl. As a result, the second girl is interacting with the first girl. So there may be some interaction between both the girls. So that force is due to interaction. Take the second case called tug of war. We know about the tug of war. In tug of war, we have two teams. Both the teams are pulling a rope from both the sides. So which team is gaining or which team is winning? The team which pulls the other one towards the first team. The team which pulls the other team towards them. Right? So this case, this also it's an example of interaction of forces. One team is interacting with the another team. So these are about the forces. The force which come across due to interaction. Then there are some cases in which balanced force and unbalanced force. I'll give you a good example. Before that, you remember, if a body wants to move, you have to apply an unbalanced force. For that, I'm giving an easy example. See, three cases I'm explaining. This is a body. This body is pushing with two friends named Raju and Ramu. This Raju and Ramu is pushing the body. I just marked it like F1 is lesser, F2 is greater. So Raju and Ramu both are giving two forces in the same direction. Say for example, they are pushing this body of weight 200 kg. So if Raju alone is pushing the body, it is only Raju's force. If only Ramu push, only Ramu's force. But if both are pushing like this, we are getting a net force of F1 plus F2 because both are trying to apply the force in the same direction. See the second example, Raju and Ramu, they both are in the opposite sides. And they both are pulling the same 200 kg body in two sides, two opposite sides. You can see that the body never moves because I mark here F1, F1. What I want to say is Raju and Ramu, they are applying the same force but in opposite direction. This body never moves because the net force will come as F1 minus F2, because this force is opposite to this force. So what is the force acting on the body? It will be 0. That is called by the name balanced force. Balanced. Both the side forces are getting balanced. Say for example, Raju is giving more force, Ramu is giving less force. In that case, it is an unbalanced force I am giving. Because of the unbalanced force, which side I am giving more force? F1 is giving more force. So the body is moving towards which side? It is moving towards the Raju's side. So this is the basic thing you have to remember for a force. If a body wants to move, we have to apply an unbalanced force. Unbalanced means it can be of first case or it can be of the last case. We can apply the force in the same direction, or you apply from both the direction, there is no problem, but it should be of different magnitude. If they are of equal magnitude, it makes a balanced force. Okay, clear? Now, next. Just now we discussed that about balanced and unbalanced force. So from this you can conclude that the force can make a stationary object to move. For example, a book lying on a table, if we apply the force, then the book will move. So it can make a stationary object move. Another one, you take an example of a ball. With the help of the batsman, the ball will change the direction. So it means that the force can change the direction of motion of a moving object. When a batsman kick a cricket ball with his bat, the ball changes the direction. At the same time, the force can stop a moving object. For example, if you apply the brake to a moving car, it slows down and later it stops. It means that it can stop a moving object. So force can make the body, stationary body, to move. We can change the direction. We can even change the speed also. Even we can make the body to stop also. So these are the effects of forces. Next, I want to discuss about some types of forces. Basically, there are two types of forces. First force is called contact force, a force that acts only when there is a physical contact between two interacting objects. It means we need a contact between them. For example, if you take a muscular force. What is meant by muscular force? The force applied with the help of our muscles is called a muscular force or a biological force. Take an example of you want to carry your school bag. You want to lift a bucket. Your muscles are doing the work. Take the case of animals are pulling the carts. For example, donkeys, ox and all, they pull the carts. So that time they are using their muscles. So we are applying the force with the help of muscles we call by the name muscular force. There is another force called frictional force. What is called a frictional force? Actually, it is called an opposing force. Opposing force means the frictional force is the opposing force exerted by one surface over the other due to the relative motion between two surfaces in contact. It means when a body is moving over another body, there may be some opposing force between them. When we are walking or the vehicle's wheel starts to rotate, that time there will be an opposing force. We need to overcome that opposing force, then only the body will move. If we want to stop a moving ball, we have to apply the force. That time also there will be a friction between the ball and the ground. When the moving car is stopping by applying the brake, that time also there is a frictional force between the tire and the road. And frictional force exists everywhere. If you want to walk, if you want to hold, these all the cases we have frictional force. So, under the type of forces, the first main thing is contact force. Under contact force, I discussed about two forces, muscular force and frictional force. Muscular force is a force exerted with the help of muscles. Frictional force is nothing but it's an opposing force when a body is moving over another body, and these two forces will exist only when there is a physical contact. Okay, now next is non-contact force. Non-contact force means the force is being applied without touching the body. There is no physical contact. Under that, we have three forces: gravitational force, magnetic force, and electrostatic force. Gravitational force, it is the force of attraction between the particles of matter. Every object exerts this force on every other object in our earth. The magnitude of the force depends on the mass of two objects and distance between them. The gravitational force exerted by the earth on all other bodies is called force of gravity. So I need to tell a little more about gravitational force. We all are experiencing gravitational force. Our earth has a gravitational force of attraction with sun. Same thing, our earth is exerting a gravitational force to each and every object on the earth. So we have a gravitational force. So our gravitational force depends upon our mass. Or if two persons are standing, between them they have a gravitational force. So gravitational force is due to the mass, and also due to the separation, and the nature of the force is attractive. We can stand in our earth due to gravitational force of attraction. If our earth is not attracting us, we can't stand on our earth. Okay, so this is about gravitational force. Next is magnetic force. The force exerted by magnets on each other. Have you seen magnet? The magnet has a north pole and a south pole. And we know that the magnet, if you take a magnet and just move near to iron nails, these iron nails got attracted towards your magnet. So magnetic force is the force exerted due to magnet, or magnet with some magnetic materials like iron, nickel, cobalt, alloys like steel and all. They show some attraction towards magnet. So it is due to magnetic force. And if you take two magnets and keep it like this, if they are keeping, like, see, for a magnet we have a north pole and a south pole. When a north pole and north pole is coming closer, they get repel each other. But when a north pole and south pole are coming closer, they get attract each other. So remember, the magnet attracts iron nails, or magnet attracts magnetic particles. So this is a type of force. Another main force is called electrostatic force. You can do a small experiment that you can take a pen or a comb. Just rub your pen or a comb on a dry hair and just take some paper bits. Just keep it near your comb, keep it near to the paper bits. You can see that the paper bits are getting attracted towards comb. Because when you rub the comb in your dry hair, the comb is getting charged, and that charged comb can attract the particles. So we can take that electrostatic charge can exert a force called electrostatic force. So that is called an electrostatic force. So I need to revise it. Actually, we were discussing about different types of force. Under different types of forces, we have contact forces and non-contact forces. Under contact forces, we have two forces. They are muscular force and frictional force. Under non-contact force, we have three forces: gravitational force, magnetic force, and electrostatic force. Gravitational force is due to its mass. Magnetic force is due to magnets and magnetic particles. And electrostatic force is due to charged particles. These are the main forces. So in short, the force, we can term it as a push or a pull. and see here. Thank you. Subscribe and share the videos of class 1 to class 12 for boards, foundation, NEET and JEE by Team V Guide Physics. Thank you.